Alright, this is Rob again with part 2 on my review for the Himiway Cruiser fat tire bike. My main objective on this second half of this review was basically to get an idea of how long this battery was going to last. So during the time that I've ridden this bike since the last video I took, I was able to get, let me check the odometer here. So there it is right there, if you can see that. I'm not sure if there's a glare on that or not, but I got 39 miles and 1 bar left on the battery. And down here on the battery there's a meter too, and that's currently red, which is E. Now it didn't totally quit on me, but 39 miles was, well within range of what Himiway advertised. In fact, it was better than I thought it was going to be, because I did a combined over the past few weeks, I did a combined ride on flat, pretty steep hills, downhill. Sometimes I would use only the throttle right here. Most of the time I used pedal assist, and I got 39 miles. They advertise anywhere from 35 to, I believe it's 65 miles. So there's no doubt in my mind that if I was riding on all flat, I probably could have easily attained 65 miles, because some of the, in my journeys with this bike and getting the 39 miles, some of the hills I went up were pretty steep. So I put the bike under some pretty good strain and managed 39 miles until empty. And a couple of things I found throughout the past few weeks that I've ridden the bike is the disc brakes under extreme load, they do get a little noisy. They are adequate, but they do get a little bit noisy when you're, especially when you're going downhill and they heat up a little bit. And under extreme load, I did notice, going up a hill under extreme load, I did notice a vibration back here. But I'm kind of thinking that it's this bracket for the fender right here hitting this wire for the brakes. So I'm going to try to move that and see if I can't get that vibration to go away, but it only does it under extreme load, and I think that's what it is. And also under extreme load, when you're pedal assisting up a hill, you hear a clicking back here. Now I'm not sure if that's supposed to do that or not, but it's not a deal breaker or anything like that. I'm fine with it as long as nothing breaks. And also too, when you run the tires at 30 psi, it is kind of rough, not in the front end, but when you hit a bump in the back end, being that this is a hardtail frame, you're going to feel it. So you might want to do yourself a favor and maybe knock 5 pounds of air, at least out of the rear tire. Now, knocking, letting some air out of the tire, creates more resistance for rolling. So, if you want to get the best out of your battery, run them both at 30. But other than that, I haven't found anything I really dislike about the bike. But if you do happen to run your battery completely dry, keep in mind it's a very heavy bike. And if you have some hills to go on your way home and your battery is completely dead, you're going to struggle, and you're probably going to end up pushing the bike uphill. So just be aware of that. So bottom line is, I'm very pleased with the battery life. And here's one thing about the battery, is you can remove it with the key. You can charge it removed, or you can charge it right on the bike. doesn't make any difference. I mean, it's an extra step if you want to remove it. And the charging port is right over here. So I think it said it might take around 12 hours to charge, I think, which I'm sure in the future some of these electric bikes will incorporate something, you know, of an accelerated charging as these bikes get more and more popular and people use them as transportation, maybe to and from work. So, but yeah, I'm happy with the mileage range. Again, 39 miles, mixed riding, uphill, flat, pedal assist, throttle only. Brakes are adequate. Gear changes are good. You know, very smooth gear changes. No complaints there. So yeah, if you're considering getting one and you see that, you know, what Himiway advertises, I can believe that. I can believe that there's no problem attaining a 35 to 65 mile range out of one charge. So again, if I have any issues going forward, I'll make a part 3 to this video. Thanks for watching. Alright, this is Rob again. I have to amend my video for the Cruiser fat tire bike because I forgot to mention something when I did the first part of this video. When you come over to the controls and turn the bike on, right here is the power mode that the bike is currently in, and you'll see when you press the plus over here and you got the minus, press the plus and it goes to 2, then 3, 4, and 5. That's the different power ranges of the bike that make the bike go faster with every subsequent power selection. So 1 obviously is the lowest. 2 is how I achieved the 39 miles, which on 2 you can move along comfortably at 14 miles an hour. I'm not quite sure what every subsequent power setting, how high up the miles per hour go, because I haven't really figured that out yet. But that's how I got my 39 miles on 2, and 14 miles per hour. It's comfortable riding at that speed, and I'm sure you can get even more mileage out of this bike if you use only 1. And I believe 1 is around 10 miles an hour or so, I think. But that's how I achieved my 39 miles on 2. And just as a reminder, every subsequent power range you go up to, the battery is going to drain a lot quicker. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Thanks for watching.